Just like that, Draco Tail strikes back. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz. And we're going to be going over your remote duel YCS for the weekend here because I've not seen a lot of people talking about this right now. Still, this was pretty interesting. We had 3 Draco Tail. 2 of those variants were not playing branded, I guess, because they did classify one of them as a branded Draco Tail list. So, interesting classification. We had 2 Vanquish Soul decks roaring through the top cut, which is a pretty common thing. We also had Yummy, Mitsurugi Yummy, which, I mean, you guys shouldn't be surprised to see that variant being the one that's been, I guess, picking up a lot of the steam here because it's still one of the better decks within the room. And we also had this Gem Knight deck that made its way into top 8, which I thought was one of the coolest defining points of the weekend. And honestly, I'm really actually happy to see that deck doing very, very awesomely. Now, of course, let's pass on over to deck list. All right, so starting things off here, we have ye old Vanquish Soul Canine. And honestly, this is kind of interesting because we're playing 2 Noroi now within the main deck. You're still going to be seeing, I mean, the rest of the Canine package. Remember, this is Canine featuring Vanquish Soul cards, jokingly. But it's still very, very strong to see this. We're also down to the 1 Lupus. As you saw previously from the last event, we actually had triple Lupus running around in the Vanquish Soul list. So we've kind of had a jump around here to see less power being dominated. I also see Hello Ghost Reapers in the side deck for the Yummy Snatchy. I guess this duelist did not want to deal with anything Yummy really. But I mean, can you really blame them at that point? Because Yummy is such an annoying deck to deal with. That's just cool to see Reaper getting a W. We also did play Tyrus the Keeper at Genesis. Gotta love Tyrus actually doing its job out here. Outside of that, interesting little components and changes for the format. Oh, well, hello. This is Shadal? Huh? We're playing the Odd Eyes Dissolver. I mean, I guess this does give you the ability to fusion summon when you scale it up. It also does act as a spellcaster monster, which is kind of big, but also we get to abuse the Shadal stuff here. And let's call it what it is. I mean, 99% of the meta does not like Winda at all. Being able just to deploy a Winda is really going to put your opponent into one of the worst positions that you could imagine in modern era times. So I do appreciate, you know, having the doll stuff in here means that you could stack up an Arthalion, target all of, or, you know, to target them, trigger all of their effects, and then speed balance them back to the hand. Also, you know, they themselves acting as spellcaster monsters to further speed up the process to getting to Secretarion Dragon. Yeah, we've come a pretty cool long way for that. That's awesome. Next up here, oh man, this looks like pretty similar to the first list that we saw coming down here. Vanquish Soul Canine, no traps in the main deck. We are side decking the Snow Devil, which is fine. You do see that we are still going with the 2 copies of Noroi in the main deck. Going with triple case Canine, no chaotic elements. This build is also not playing the Ghost Reaper, which I once again, Ghost Reaper, sometimes if you actually see the card, it's one of the best cards in modern era Yu-Gi-Oh! Other times it's just, it can be a little bit off-putting to, you know, not actually get the combinations and things that you want to see. I also do see, yes, we are playing Saruja in here. Saruja being one of those little turbo asset cards that can help you sculpt out of a bad hand, you know, tuck back things like maybe a shifter that you dead drew. It does a lot for, you know, these decks. Next up here. We're actually playing Pyre Map in our Yummy list now. Okay, so I guess this is a new, it's not really a new development, I guess, if you want to say your new development is the fact that we're playing a Canine package within this deck, then I mean, I guess that this is fine. I mean, your main reason for dropping this is making your own Tyrus to make a Zeus. We're not even playing the Ripper or anything down here. I mean, okay, it does also give you access to Volo. Volo automatically book a moon something away from the opponent, which makes them have no starter on the field. That's Kind of interesting. Okay. They're also playing Chalice in the side deck. Chalice has proven itself throughout this format. Like, honestly, it's very, very interesting just to see how strong Chalice can be in a lot of these matchups. To the people that actually, like, underestimate this card, I feel so bad for you because it just feels so good to watch this actually trigger something away from the opponent. Our Gem Knight Challenger. So how has this deck evolved? Well, I still see that we are being forced to play droplets, of course. We do have only 2 sales bands in the main deck. You do not want to be messing around with 3 of this card, because this is one of the worst brick house cards that you can possibly see within a format. It feels so bad. We're also playing the Triple Fallen and the Virtuous in here as well. This card has definitely proven itself to be very, very strong. Also, we are playing the Archlord Christia in here. So this is when, the Gem Knight player knows the inevitable, you're going to go first. Well, they bring in the Archlord Christia deployed against the opponent. 99.9% of the time, your opponent's not going to have an out for this. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, you literally slap this thing on the table, your opponent's just going to grunt and go, oh, yeah. I guess, man. I guess. Interesting. Yummy Mitsurugi. We are actually playing the full extension combo here, which means when Daddy Futsu's coming in, that means that you're going to be bringing in the other 2, because normally it's just 1 Saji and then the 3/1 on these. Having access to the Futsu means we extend out the combo here. We're also playing the Great Purification in the main deck. We have our first double Cyclones of Top Cut here, which, once again, Draco Tail was a very dominant figure within this Top Cut. So I'm not surprised to see that, people were bringing the tools to make sure that, you can pop their other set and then be able to dodge with the flame. This is why this card is so gosh darn good right now. Popping your own card to dodge underneath. Also, there's the gravity controller to be able to blank out the Herald so that you can do the little fun searches. It's still pretty much as you expect it to be with this deck. So cool stuff, I guess. Next up, we have more Draco Tail. This time sporting off. We're going to triple Blazing Cartesia now, I guess. You still see that we're now on the Shadal package. So I guess after this weekend's event, the deck has now warped to a point of wanting to play Shadal monsters just as those little pieces to kind of disrupt and control the opponent, which is fine. I do see, the Draco Tail Horn. We've also got the Dominus Impulse as a 1-of down here. It's kind of funny, actually. The Dominus Impulse is a cross-out target, too, if it really needs to be. I also do see we're playing the Chaos Hunter down here. I have not seen Chaos Hunter in a very, very long time. So to see that, this deck is testing out some of the waters with that, I guess this is just more proactive to handle Malice, too, because as you notice, there's, no Malice within this Top Cut whatsoever. So, and I see less and less side deck for that. Next up here, this was what was considered our branded Draco Tail list. And if you really want to get spicy, it's the 2 branded fusion, the 1 Fallen of Albaz we've seen. We're going with the 2 Fallen and the Virtuous, which is pretty normal. Of course, 1/1/1 on the traps. We are also side decking the Blazing Cartesias, which is fine. Blazing Cartesia's job is just to make sure that you can get some basic fusions go on a quick effect. It's actually a lot better than I think it is. So definitely a very strong card. Also, we are side decking the additional Meows. Actually, we have all 9 Mulcharmies in rotation here, which is fine. We're also going with 2 Pan, 2 Urgula. Interesting to see that those ratios are the setup for this. But your top 8 was very, very interesting in terms of, what was available for this event. Now, there was another interesting little list that caught my attention. It was Pure Canine. Actually sporting off some of the coolest tech choices of Cosmol, Dark Lady, and the Numran Irat Tetsudo. This is the one that neither player can summon monsters with 1800 or less attack. So this is just a complete nutter shutout against Yummy. Literally, the deck cannot make any moves underneath this card. And also, I see we're playing a Regulus in here. Funny enough, I guess. Noroi being a machine monster definitely helps get Regula set up. But it's really cool to see, you know, Pure Canine finally getting some recognition out here. This deck has worked so hard in overtime to finally get, you know, one of these tops. Like, good job, honestly. It's little tech choices like this that I think carry things. So what do you guys think about this event? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. And I will, of course, see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you. Ah!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.